And now at 5:30, an electrical fire knocked out power to a downtown Lexington parking garage overnight. We'll have a look at how this could affect the area this morning.
Also on WKYT this morning, today marks the 3-year anniversary of a violent stretch of weather in Kentucky. And as we start the month of March, the governor is reminding people to update their weather emergency plans.
Jessamine County schools will have extra security on hand and police officers there on campus following a threat.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you. We have made it to March, the month that starts spring. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yeah, hopefully spring's right around the corner and the temperatures will follow suit.
Should be less than 3 weeks out. Let's hope so. Meteorologist Micah Harris on duty in our First Alert Weather Center. It's not quite starting out that way.
No, it's not. And look, it's going to be one of those things we're going to go really high with our temperatures, and then we'll drop right back down. And then we'll just continue to see that roller coaster ride until we can really get in the swing of things here in the next couple of weeks. There's the fender down toward the southeast. You're starting to get some different colors showing up, and what that means is a bit of a wintry mix going on. Maybe some sleet, maybe some freezing rain. Got to be watching out for that. Now, I haven't heard of any reports down toward the southeast, but just know we reported that yesterday that we could have a bit of a mix going on with Jim Caldwell last night. And so, yeah, it's really coming to fruition right now. We just got to be watching out for that. 29 degrees in Frankfort, 32 in Corbin. Now, you look at your 24-hour planner, will be in the mid to upper 30s today, and a mix possible tomorrow morning before it really cranks up with those temperatures and also those winds. We have a lot to talk about, even snow back in the forecast, and that comes up in a few minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. Those temperatures are really riding that line this morning. And let's get into the news, which also is weather related.
Yes, it is. Today marks 3 years since a deadly stretch of weather here in the Commonwealth.
March 2nd, 2012, tornadoes ripped apart businesses and homes in several counties and killed 24 people across the state. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at our live desk this morning with a look at how people are remembering that tragedy. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. It has been 3 years since that unforgettable day for many across the state who lost homes and businesses in the tornado outbreak. But this is an even more painful anniversary for those who attended funerals of family members and friends while they tried to rebuild their own homes. The tornado outbreak killed 24 people. In West Liberty, 6 people died when an EF3 tornado carved through the town. The city, with a little more than 3,000 people, was devastated, but the community has been rebuilding slowly these past few years. Last year, West Liberty reopened their elementary school, and many homes and businesses have also been rebuilt. Peak tornado season is in May, but since the deadly tornado outbreak, many know it's not too early to start working on an emergency plan. A statewide tornado drill is scheduled for about 10:15 tomorrow morning. Governor Steve Beshear is encouraging everyone to take it seriously by updating and practicing their emergency tornado plans. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, water issues from February's snowstorm still plaguing parts of Kentucky, but things are improving. Estill County now has lifted its critical water shortage, but a boil water advisory is still in effect for all families. City leaders asking folks to boil water for 3 minutes before using it. A water distribution center will be open from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. today.
And families in Harlan County have also been dealing with water problems. Emergency management leaders there say water is now running in most areas of the county, but water is still out from the Shields to the Holmes Mill area. And crews are asking people who have water right now to conserve it.
Micah says we'll be tracking some heavy rains across the area coming up, so make sure you stay posted with your latest forecast and closings on the air and on our website, WKYT.com.
And so now it is flooding that could be an issue in some of those areas. We'll be watching that. New this morning, an electrical short sparked a fire that shut down power to a Lexington parking garage overnight.
Fire crews at the scene say that power outages and smoke may have also affected nearby offices there as well. WKYT's Sean Moody is downtown with the latest on how this could affect all of us headed downtown.
Well, good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Looking at this garage from the outside today, you might not even realize anything happened here last night. It took a walk up inside a few minutes before we went on the air this morning. All the lights inside are on, as well as the ticketing machine, but firefighters said there could be ongoing electrical issues in the area this morning. A firefighter said around 11:30 last night, security workers noticed some electrical equipment arcing on surveillance video. When firefighters got here, they say they could see the same thing. They called in Kentucky Utilities workers to shut down power to the area so they could get inside. When they it got there, they found that insulation on some of the electrical cables, as well as some bird netting in the ceiling, was burning, but the fire had not extended into the building itself. Now, while fire damage really wasn't an issue, smoke was. Firefighters said there was an impressive amount of smoke rolling out the front of the garage, and it had actually gotten into some of the nearby offices. They say they had crews in the sister city's office, the revenue office, and even the mayor's office. It's across the street, trying to ventilate the area and get the smoke out. They say it appeared an electrical short had caused that fire.
Apparently, from what I understand from KU and from the building maintenance, there was a short between the phases that come into the building. It's a three-phase feed, and there was a short between the phases.
Now, again, out here at the building, just to look at it, it looks like everything is normal. All the lights are turned on. We do have a call into the Lexington Fire Department to find out if there will be any other electrical issues here in the area this morning. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
All right, it'll be interesting to see if that smoke smell is out of City Hall this morning. 5:36 on WKYT, and today Jessamine County schools will be seeing extra security following a threat.
The superintendent there says she received an email on Sunday night threatening students and staff at East Jessamine High School. The Nicholasville Police Department is investigating. They will have officers at all school campuses today. The superintendent says any parents who do not want to send their child to school today only need to send in a note. Principals will excuse the absence.
New this morning, Lexington police have arrested a man who they say was making fake credit cards. Police arrested 25-year-old Deshaun Scott of Michigan. They say when they arrested him, he had 44 forged credit cards on him. He has been charged with making the cards, trafficking in financial information, and possession of forged items. He is set to be arraigned in court later today. And new this morning, police have caught a man accused in a violent home invasion that happened last month.
A 22-year-old Willard Frodelius III was arrested Friday afternoon. Police say he was involved in a violent home invasion that happened on January 20th at a home on Old Paris Road. According to an arrest citation, Frodelius helped tie up people inside the home and stole from them. Police say he threatened to shoot and kill them as well. Two other men, Charles Reeves and Charles Bacon, are also charged in the case. Well, two people will have to find a new place to live after a fire destroyed their home. We're told the home on Perkins Avenue in Danville belonged to a brother and sister. The fire started around 7:30 yesterday. Crews spent more than an hour trying to put it out. One person went to the hospital with some burns, but is expected to be all right. We're told the fire started in the living room. Investigators do not know exactly how it was sparked.
Police in Lexington still trying to figure out who shot a man in a parking lot over the weekend. On Saturday night, just after 10, police say someone shot a man in both of his legs in a parking lot off Alexandria Drive. We're told that a truck and a car were going through the intersection at Versailles Road and Alexandria when one of the cars apparently got too close to the other. Police say both drivers turned into a parking lot, exchanged some words, and then one fired shots at the other. The victim went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Police are investigating another shooting in Lexington that happened early Sunday morning around 3:15. They say two people started fighting at the Cookout restaurant on South Broadway. Officers escorted the two out of the location, and that's when we are told the men started firing shots at one another. Officers say they're thankful no one was harmed.
Absolutely. You have a large crowd, multiple gunshots fired in two directions. So we're very thankful that no one was injured by that. And very fortunate. So, what we're asking now is if anybody knows any information.
While no one was injured, bullets did damage 3 cars.
A Shelby County man is back in jail on methamphetamine-related charges just weeks before his trial for a DUI crash back in 2011. Police say Lonnie Monroe had meth in his system when he crashed his truck and killed his friend in 2011. He's set to go on trial for that case on March 25th. But he's behind bars again after police caught him during a meth bust at a home.
The investigation has been going on for a couple months due to our office getting numerous complaints of traffic in and out of this residence, possibly drug trafficking.
Monroe is charged with multiple counts of drug possession and wanton endangerment after police found a 5-year-old girl at his home. Police say they arrested 3 other people at the home as well. Attorneys in his previous case were working on a plea deal with Monroe, but now his attorney says he is not as confident that that deal will happen.
Well, a former St. Jefferson County teacher accused of sexually abusing a teenager, now knows how long she'll spend behind bars. 26-year-old Jessica Boyers accepted a plea agreement to serve 10 years in prison. She's charged with rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse. Officers arrested her in April 2013 after they found her in a car with a teen in a local park. She later resigned from her job at Highland Middle School. She'll be eligible for parole in 2 years.
The time is now 5:40 on WKYT, and he may only be 8 years old, but the Rowan County High School basketball team says he's one of their most important members. Hunter Mitchell is battling cancer, but whenever he's able, he can be found courtside cheering on his teammates. The team calls him Coach Hunter. He's helping his team get ready for regionals. His teammates say he inspires them to always do their best.
Maybe the best thing I've ever witnessed in my life. I mean, that's exactly what we've been trying to do all year, was make sure that we could win that just so he could climb the ladder and get the net.
Coach Thacker says Hunter has another round of chemo coming up, so he won't be able to make it to their game on Wednesday when they take on Greenup County in the regionals. He says it's just another reason that they need to keep on winning so that Hunter can come back and cut down the nets with them in Rupp Arena.